Hey everyone, Jared here with yet another Milwaukee unboxing video. So what I have here is the Quik-Lok trimmer kit that comes with the battery and charger. And I already have one of these, but these went on sale at a retailer the other day. It came with a free 5 amp hour battery and they had an additional $40 off. So I picked this up and I'm going to keep this one at camp so I can leave my original one here, take one to camp so I don't have to transport it back and forth. So let's go ahead and unbox this. I'll show it to you, show you what comes in the kit, and then we'll discuss it a little bit. And then stick around to the end of the video and I will show this actually being used around the property here. This plastic looks like it probably came from the retailer this way because I don't remember these usually have plastic on them. But it's kind of nice. It keeps the box from getting a little bit destroyed, beat up, maybe opening and getting dirty while flopping around the shipper's truck. Okay, sliding the box out a little bit. First, we have the guard. And we have the charger. This is a rapid charger. And the rapid chargers seem to come with tools that have the larger amp hour capacity batteries. So my chainsaw came with a rapid charger. My rear handle circular saw came with a rapid charger. Now this guy, that's because they've all come with larger batteries, like 12 amp hours for the other tools I mentioned. And this particular one comes with an 8 amp hour battery. So this will be a nice size. To be honest, I don't think I do have 8 amp hour battery. But I don't think I've used that on my trimmer. I usually throw the 12 amp hour battery on it. And it feels fine with that. It does not feel overly heavy. All right, we have the handle. The handle's nice. It's not just plastic. It does have a rubbery overmolding on it. Have your screws, nuts, and the clamp for the handle. We have an L wrench and then 4 bolts that have thread lock on them. It's going to be for the guard. And now the trimmer. Now the reason I like this trimmer over the standard trimmer is because it's a Quik-Lok. So if I want to buy the pull saw end, then I can do that and use this as a battery operated pull saw. If I want to buy the edger, if I want to buy any of the other Quik-Lok accessories, it's just nice that it all comes off of one motor head. So they connect together very easily. Now I have a steel combi setup that's similar to this, but one difference between this and the steel is this one Quik-Loks as well as has the tightening down clamp. My steel has only the tightening clamp. So when you loosen this, you still have to push the button to disconnect it. All right, pretty simple to put together. Grab the L wrench here, these 4 bolts, and install the guard. kind of a pain in the butt to tighten that in there with an L wrench. So I'm going to go grab me a different Torx. All right, so rather than use this L wrench, I'm going to use my Torx socket with the handle. At least we're driving these most of the way in. And then if I need to, then I can use the L wrench to tighten it up or put a ratchet on this. But so this is really simple. This is all I'm doing, just driving these 4 Torx head screws in. And set that to the side. So the handle has 2 metal pieces. One's going to go down inside, the other will come up underneath. And the nuts will go inside the handle into those little hex holes. And to get it started, I'm going to set it on its side so I don't have to thread up from underneath or risk these coming out. Bottom clamp goes back on, and then just get the bolts started. Now, once I have them started, a little too tight. Now once I have them started, I can actually place it. Now there's a little sticker that says place handle here. So I'm going to start with that, and we're going to place that up against that sticker. And I'm not tightening it super tight just yet. I want to make sure I have this and this on the same plane so they're not twisted before I tighten it down. And I do. Now I think I'm actually going to move mine a little further away. I have longer arms. I'm not going to move it terribly far. And then as long as this is flat, then you can tilt that flat. Now look at your nuts and make sure that you are threading the bolts up square. You can't tighten one side down too much and not have the other side engaged quite as far. So try to do it as evenly as possible. Okay, and that's enough. So we will grab a battery off the rack back here, throw it on, and I'll just fire it up and show it to you. Now on a tool like this guy uses a pretty good amount of power, so you're going to want a high output battery, such as the high output 8.0. So make sure it says high output on it. The 12s, the 6s, and that's pretty much it. There is a high output 3, but I would imagine you're probably not going to get a whole lot of battery life out of that, but I don't know. I've never tried it. I can do my entire house, which there's not a lot to do. We rockscape, and I try to make it easy, so there's not a lot of trimming, but I could do the entire house on one 12 amp hour battery, come back and have 3 to 4 bars still left. It just doesn't use that much juice. Now to cut my ditch, I don't use this. Watch my other video on the best way to cut your ditch, and you'll see I'm using my steel combi with basically a scythe It is a hedge trimmer attachment that's on the end that I could change angles with, and that is by far, it's like a mini sickle bar mower, and that's the fastest way I found to cut my ditch. So I don't use a regular string trimmer for the ditch, but I do use it for everywhere else. So these things are actually pretty impressive, and I would put it up side by side with some of my mid-range trimmers. Maybe not the equivalent to a high end, but for average homeowner use, this is going to be far more than enough. And it's almost scary. So, impressive. Unless you're a commercial guy that's out running a weed eater all day long, every day, I honestly don't know how you would not be satisfied with this. There's no more 2-cycle gas. You're not fighting any carb issues, stale gas, anything like that. Slap a battery in and go. And once again, this is going to be able to do probably the vast majority of work for most people. If you're talking about putting a blade on the bottom and doing, really woody type weeds and big stem stuff like that, it may not be able to handle that real well. But average grass, even the weeds around our flower bed, right along the edge of the ditch, all of those, it has no trouble with at all. It handles everything very, very well. So I would highly recommend this. But let me take this opportunity and explain to you why I bought this and why I did buy a second. And I kind of led into it a little bit at the beginning of the video. I do not buy any Milwaukee tools unless they come with a free tool or a free battery or something like that. Let me back that up. I have bought a few tools from that auction that you see in my other videos, as well as a couple off of the Facebook Marketplace. But if I'm buying a tool from a store, I am not going to pay full price. I will buy it if it comes with some other stuff. So this kit, once again, came with a 5 amp hour battery, and it had $40 off, which made it worth it to me. That is the only way I will buy these. I can't remember how I got my last one. My chainsaw I purchased, and it came with the free blower. I think I got my last one with the free vacuum, of all things. But anyways, doesn't matter. Don't pay retail. Don't pay full retail, singular price if you can help it. Just keep your eyes open, watch. Even though they don't necessarily always go on sale discount-wise, you may pay the same price for the kit you always would, but you might get something free out of it. And that's how you end up with extra batteries, enough batteries to power all your tools, things like that, is by working those deals. So that's it. Thank you everybody for sticking around. I'm really sorry about the rambling. I love my Milwaukee tools. I get kind of excited, but I hoped this was helpful. Gave you a little insight on this string trimmer, the Quik-Lok version, and may even help you decide whether or not you want one for your place. But if you enjoyed today's video, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up to like it, then subscribe and hit the bell notification to be notified of upcoming videos. And as always, have a great rest of your day.